Greetings everyone and welcome back to Mommy Vibes. Today we have a change of scenery and it's just you and I as parents having this transparent conversation about something that we could probably all relate to. And I just wanted to share my personal experience with you. This video is going to be all about how do you rediscover yourself after having a child. And with me, Zion is 2, and I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm just putting this into practice. When I first had my son, I went into mommy mode all the way. And I wanted to be around him all the time. And I wanted to love on him every second of the day. And that was good. And that's great. But in that, I felt like I lost myself. I looked in the mirror and I really didn't realize who I was somewhere in it all. And maybe you can relate to it. And if you can, and you are like me that wants to be on a journey of rediscovering ourselves, then these are the tips that I'm trying. These are the tips that's getting me back to the place of self-identification that I just wanted to share with you. And I hope that it'll help you as much as it's been helping me. One, don't feel guilty about wanting to rediscover yourself. Don't feel guilty about wanting to have a little alone time to yourself, about wanting to separate you from being a mom. It's okay to have those moments. And I'm just learning to accept that. I used to feel so guilty. As simple as getting a pedicure or manicure, I wanted to rush back home. I felt guilty about that time being away from my son. And so that's the first thing that I had to get rid of. The second tip is exercising. Exercising releases the stress and toxic, and it just makes you feel so good when you're able to move and exercise. And this doesn't have to be outdoors. For some of us, we're with our children often. So when your toddler or your baby goes to sleep, you can turn on a YouTube channel. I have one that works for me. I'll put it in the link below. You can turn on a YouTube channel or do a workout indoors, inside the house, and it'll make you feel so much better. Thirdly, meditation. And that doesn't necessarily mean legs crossed, kumbaya, whatever it is. All that means is that you are taking the time to recognize that you are breathing. You are taking a moment to take control of your life. And for whatever that time is, even if it's just 3 minutes, for that moment, you are still. You feel yourself breathing and nothing else matters. Even if it's just for 3 minutes. Fourthly, create. So, for an example, I had this shoe, the original pair of shoe, it had this puffy thing on it, and I couldn't stand the puffy thing. So I took that off and I stuck some flowers on my shoe, and hey, I created my design for my shoe and I felt better about it. Or if you want to do a collage, I collected some of Zion's artwork that he did, and I just taped them and just made a collage. Even if you want to do something, that surrounds the baby, and I made a collage, and I enjoyed my time doing that. It was fun for me. It made me become more in touch with myself again. Fifth tip would be doing something that makes you feel good. Or when you wear this particular thing, when you do this particular thing, you feel good. So for me, I like lipstick. So when I'm having my moments and I just want to kind of feel like myself, I feel like I still got it. I put on a little lipstick that's funky and that's colorful, and I look in the mirror and I feel good. The sixth tip would be finding time for your spouse, or finding time to spend time with your spouse. And that is and in that time, you want to have a no kid talk. Whether that's date night. If you're not able to go out for date night, you can set up a date night, movie night at home. You can wake up 10 minutes earlier, 10 minutes earlier, and have a cup of tea together, or play a board game together once the baby goes to sleep. Find time with your spouse, with adult company, even if it's not your spouse, a friend. Find time to just have those moments. And all of these things you can do. If your schedule is not very flexible, if you don't have a huge support system, or you're somewhere like me where you don't live near a lot of family, these are all things that you can do when your toddler is home or when your toddler is asleep. You can find time for yourself. Never feel like you're alone, because you're not. And I want to go back to tip number 1 before we end this video. Do not feel guilty. Do not feel guilty about this journey of rediscovering yourself. There's no manual, there's no book that can prepare us for the way we change and the way our world changes after having a little one. No one can prepare you for that. So try these few steps, see if it works for you. I'm still on this journey with you, because I'm still practicing all of these things in pursuit of rediscovering myself. And I hope that they work for you as much as they've been working for me thus far. And if you have any tips that you use, please share them with me so that I can incorporate them into my routine. Much love. I love you. You're not alone. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.